Hey there, Lego fans! It's been about 2 years since I last funded this tree, where I built the treehouse kit, and what a fantastic build experience that was. And I'm back again today with the Birds of Paradise, which seems a very appropriate kit to be building in such a luscious, beautiful garden. Except this time, instead of the apple tree, I'm going to sit under this tree, this table over here. Should be a pretty great experience as well. So, without further ado, let's get this kit unboxed, get it built, and we can have a closer look at the Birds of Paradise. Exactly as expected, building this beautiful floral set in that luscious garden was, again, a great building experience. And now we have this beautiful bird of paradise, sitting in a nice decorative pot, and ready to add some virtual life to your home environment. I decided to start with this as my first botanicals kit because, simply put, it's the one that drew me in the most. Some of the other ones, the cut flower sets, they look pretty great, but I see them more as a central display piece, whereas this, looking like a regular potted plant, could be off sitting somewhere on the side inconspicuously, and people not even realize that it's a Lego plant and not a real one. Much like the bonsai tree, but this one just attracted me a little bit more, although I have a feeling I'll be getting that bonsai tree soon enough. Now, back to the Birds of Paradise. This one stands at about 18 inches or about 46 centimeters tall, comes in a lovely octagonal pot that's all black with a brown stripe near the bottom edge. That's about 5 inches or 13 centimeters wide, and 4 inches or 10 centimeters tall. In place of soil, we have a mix of light and dark brown studs which are loosely fitted around the base of the plant, giving a nice textured surface. Just popping out of there, we have 4 small pale green leaves that would represent some new leaves are about to grow in and haven't yet reached their full glory. Then we have 3 pale green stems, each leading up to one of the 3 flowers, and 8 dark green stems, leading up to the 8 full-size and fully mature leaves. Each leaf is comprised of 4 green Technics panels that, when all linked together, both create a nice pleasing leaf shape and have a little bit of a curve, which also adds to that believable leaf shape. And then we have our flowers, which are each looking fantastic in their vibrant colors, coming in red, white, yellow, orange, and purple, making for a gorgeous representation of the real thing. I'm sure it comes as no surprise that, being a houseplant, there isn't really anything in terms of hidden or extra features, which I think is just fine because this was made as a display kit, and as a display kit, it scores really well. It's not as big and showy as some of the other kits out there, but what I really love about this one is its subtleness. It's a houseplant. It doesn't get a whole lot of attention on its own. It sits at the side of the room, adding a little bit of life and vibrancy to the environment without actually being alive. Personally, I'm going to add mine to my bedroom because the window's normally covered, doesn't get a whole lot of light. I could never hope to maintain a real plant of this nature in that environment, and having this fake one is just going to add that extra life and vibrancy that I've really been enjoying from this kit. As to play, clearly it kind of sucks. I mean, it's a houseplant, you're not supposed to play with it. Put it there, fake water it, and that's about as far as it goes. As to parts that you might be tempted to reuse in a future build, there's a few interesting pieces in here. First up, the stems are largely comprised of pieces that I haven't really seen outside of Technic's gearboxes, so a little bit unusual to find in a build like this. I find the components that make up the leaves to be pretty interesting because I haven't really seen them in this shade of green before, so I find that to be kind of appealing. And also, in the flower, the end of the purple bit is made with a purple foil, a piece that has been largely discontinued. It's kind of hard to find in pretty much any color these days, and I don't think, as far as I know, you can find it in purple anywhere else. So if you're looking for some purple foils, take note. Now, I want to talk about the build a little bit, because I should warn you that there is a fair bit of repetition in here. The exterior of the pot comes in 8 panels that come in 2 designs, so you're essentially building 4 of each. The stems, obviously, a lot of repetition as you just make them taller and taller. The 8 leaves, all exactly the same design, and the 3 flowers are, again, all identical. I definitely didn't find any of this repetition to be tedious. It's certainly nowhere near the level of what I experienced in the Star Wars BB-8 kit, but the repetition is there, and if that bothers you, I would suggest taking that into consideration before buying this kit. But if that's not an issue for you, I'm pretty sure you'll find this kit, like me, to be one of the most amazing, unassuming kits in one's collection.